Most people spend more time sitting in their car than they do in their office chair, yet they put more thought into buying a desk chair than choosing a vehicle. Your body doesn't care whether you're sitting at work or behind the wheel. Both compress your spine, strain your lower back, and fatigue your muscles the same way. Highway driving makes it worse by adding vibration, road impacts, and hours of sustained posture that no office chair ever demands from you. Today, we're breaking down SUVs that prioritize what happens to your body during those long interstate stretches. We're looking at seats, engineered by ergonomic specialists, suspension systems that isolate you from road harshness, and features that address the specific fatigue patterns of extended driving. Number 6 proves that sometimes the simplest solution turns out to be the most effective one. The vehicles we're covering aren't just comfortable by accident, they're designed with input from physiologists, tested by long-distance drivers, and refined based on real-world feedback about what actually prevents back pain on hour 5 of a road trip. SUV number 1. BMW X5. The BMW X5 approaches seat comfort like a German engineering problem, which means excessive attention to detail that borders on obsessive. Available multi-contour seats offer independent adjustments for upper and lower lumbar regions, something most SUVs ignore by treating your entire back as one zone. Your thoracic and lumbar spine have different curves and need different support, and the X5 acknowledges this anatomical reality. The seat bolsters are adjustable, letting you dial in how much lateral support you want depending on what you're doing. On a straight highway, you might want less aggressive bolstering for relaxation, but on a winding mountain road you can tighten them for better body control. The real advantage shows up around hour 3 when inferior seats start revealing their compromises. X5 seats maintain their comfort because they're supporting your spine correctly from minute 1, preventing the cumulative fatigue that builds when you're unconsciously tensing muscles to compensate for poor support. Test drive tip here. Spend at least 20 minutes on the highway instead of just around the parking lot, because seat comfort at 5 miles per hour tells you nothing about comfort at 75. Try different seat packages if possible, since BMW offers several configurations depending on trim level. SUV number 2. Mercedes-Benz GLS. The Mercedes GLS treats long-distance comfort as a systems problem rather than just a seating problem. The energizing Comfort Control integrates massage seats, climate control, ambient lighting, and even audio settings into coordinated programs designed to reduce driver fatigue. While it might sound like luxury gimmickry at first, there's actual logic here. Temperature affects muscle tension, lighting influences alertness, and gentle massage maintains circulation, so coordinating all three creates compound benefits. The massage seats use multiple motors to create wave-like patterns rather than simple vibration, which turns out to be more effective at preventing muscle stiffness during prolonged sitting. The system runs in timed intervals so you're not constantly distracted by it, but your muscles benefit from periodic circulation boosts. Climate control can condition different zones independently, which means the driver can have cooling airflow on their back, while passengers have different settings entirely. This matters because one person's comfortable temperature is another person's sweating misery on a long drive. The GLS also offers adjustable bolsters and lumbar support in multiple rows instead of just for the driver. Look for models with the executive rear seat package if rear passenger comfort ranks high on your priority list. SUV number 3. Volvo XC90. Volvo built its brand reputation on safety, but they've applied similar obsessive attention to seat ergonomics, with results that show up immediately when you sit down. XC90 seats are designed with medical consultation to support proper spinal alignment during extended sitting. The seat cushion extends further forward than most competitors, providing thigh support all the way to your knees and preventing the pressure point that develops with shorter seat cushions. That design flaw restricts circulation and causes numbness, and the reason this happens is simple physics at work. Your body weight needs to distribute across a larger surface area to prevent concentrated pressure, and the XC90 gives you that surface area. The seat base angle encourages your pelvis to tilt forward slightly, maintaining your spine's natural curve rather than letting you slouch. Most people don't realize they're slouching until their back starts complaining, and by then the damage is accumulating. The XC90 makes correct posture the path of least resistance without conscious effort or fatiguing core engagement. Seats also feature adjustable lumbar support with both height and depth adjustment, letting you position the support exactly where your spine needs it. One underrated aspect involves the seat material's breathing well, preventing the hot spot discomfort that develops with leather in warm weather. Test different seat materials during your evaluation because personal preference varies significantly. SUV. Number 4. Genesis GV80. Genesis entered the luxury SUV market with something to prove, and they've proven it through value that undercuts German competitors by $20,000 or more. The GV80 delivers features typically reserved for vehicles costing substantially more. Available seats include heating, ventilation, and massage functions with multiple patterns that let you find what works for your body. While other luxury brands charge premium prices for these features, Genesis includes them at more accessible price points. Massage programs vary in intensity and pattern, giving you actual choices instead of a single setting. Rear seats can be optioned with relaxation features, including recline and leg support, transforming the back seat into something resembling business-class airline seating. If you transport family members or clients regularly, this feature elevates the entire experience. Genesis also nailed the fundamentals that don't show up in feature lists but matter just as much. Seat foam density feels premium and supportive without being harsh. Control interfaces are intuitive enough that you'll actually use the adjustments instead of leaving them in default positions. The overall cabin is impressively quiet, reducing the mental fatigue that highway noise causes over hours of driving. Many people underestimate how much wind and tire noise contribute to exhaustion on long drives. The GV80 isolates you from that acoustic assault effectively. When shopping, verify which features are standard versus optional on different trims, since Genesis packaging varies by model year. If this is helping you narrow down your next SUV purchase, hit that like button. Subscribe because next week we're covering which luxury sedans have the best real-world fuel economy, not just the EPA estimates that never match what you actually get at the pump. SUV. Number 5. Audi Q7. The Audi Q7 takes a technology-forward approach to highway comfort through its adaptive air suspension that constantly adjusts to changing conditions. This system can adjust ride height and damping characteristics based on driving conditions, speed, and road surface. At highway speeds, the Q7 can lower slightly to improve aerodynamics and stability, while reducing the body motion that causes fatigue in passengers. Air suspension also means you can raise the vehicle for better ground clearance when needed, then return to comfort mode for highway cruising. The Q7 offers excellent sound insulation that creates a quiet cabin environment, reducing the cumulative stress of highway driving. Constant noise exposure fatigues your brain even when you don't consciously notice it happening. The Q7's quiet cabin lets your mind relax while staying alert to driving demands. Available massaging seats include lumbar adjustment and multiple massage programs that run in the background. Seat heaters warm quickly and distribute heat evenly, while the ventilation system moves meaningful airflow rather than the weak cooling some competitors offer. The Q7's interior space is genuinely generous, so taller drivers aren't compromising legroom or headroom for comfort. When you're spending hours in the driver's seat, having enough space to adjust your position occasionally makes a measurable difference in fatigue levels. Check for models with the air suspension option specifically, as base models use conventional suspension that doesn't offer the same adaptability. SUV. Number 6. Lexus RX. The Lexus RX doesn't chase the latest technology trends or compete for the most adjustment options, and that restraint turns out to be a strength. Instead of gimmicks, it focuses on getting the fundamentals absolutely right and maintaining that quality for years. Seats use high-density foam that supports your body properly from day one and maintains that support past 100,000 miles. Many vehicles have comfortable seats when new that degrade into shapeless cushions after years of use, gradually destroying their ergonomic benefits. RX seats resist this degradation through material quality and construction methods. Lexus reliability means the seat heaters, massagers, and adjustment motors continue working long after competitors require expensive repairs. A comfort feature that breaks is worse than not having it at all because you paid for it and then lost it. The RX delivers dependable comfort you can count on. This happens because of Lexus' manufacturing philosophy. They'd rather perfect existing technology than rush to market with the newest feature. This conservative approach produces vehicles that feel nearly identical at 80,000 miles as they did when new. Ride quality remains composed and controlled. Seats maintain their shape and support, and controls continue operating smoothly. For buyers planning to keep their SUV long-term or through high mileage, this longevity transforms the ownership experience. The RX also holds resale value exceptionally well because used buyers know they're getting a vehicle that hasn't been degraded by time and miles. Look for models with the premium seat package for the full comfort feature set. SUV. Number 7. Lincoln Aviator. Lincoln has reinvented itself as an American luxury alternative to German competitors, and the Aviator showcases this transformation through seat comfort and refinement. Available perfect position seats offer extensive adjustability, including lumbar support, bolster adjustment, and thigh support extension that accommodates bodies of all sizes. The adjustment range works for a wide variety of body types, from petite drivers to those well over 6 feet tall. This adjustability matters because one-size-fits-all seats actually fit nobody correctly, forcing everyone to compromise. The Aviator lets you eliminate those compromises entirely. Seats include active motion massage technology that uses moving elements rather than simple vibration to work your back muscles during long drives. Massage programs run in timed cycles, providing periodic relief without constant distraction. The Aviator cabin is remarkably quiet, using acoustic laminated glass and extensive sound deadening to create a serene environment even at highway speeds. This quietness reduces fatigue significantly because your brain isn't processing constant background noise for hours. The overall interior design feels spacious and airy, avoiding the cave-like claustrophobia some SUVs create with their smaller windows. On a 6-hour drive, that psychological sense of space contributes to comfort almost as much as physical seat design. The Aviator also offers phone as a key technology that remembers your preferred seat position and restores it automatically. Test drive with enough time to explore all the seat adjustments because rushing through them means missing the Aviator's true comfort potential. SUV. Number 8. Cadillac Escalade. The Escalade takes a different approach by using massive size and advanced suspension technology to isolate occupants from road imperfections. The long wheelbase means bumps have less leverage to pitch the cabin, creating inherent stability that smaller vehicles can't match through technology alone. Physics advantages matter here in ways that software updates can never overcome. Available magnetic ride control suspension adjusts, damping near instantaneously, using electromagnetic fluid that changes viscosity faster than conventional hydraulic systems can respond. The result feels both controlled and comfortable, absorbing impacts while maintaining body control. The Escalade offers premium seating features across all 3 rows, instead of just for front passengers. Heated and ventilated seats are available throughout, treating everyone equally. Third row is actually usable by adults for extended periods. Unlike the token third rows many SUVs offer that work only for small children. Interior space is genuinely cavernous, allowing passengers to stretch, shift position, and move around without feeling confined. On truly long drives spanning 8 or more hours, this space becomes increasingly valuable. Super Cruise hands-free driving system can reduce driver fatigue by handling steering and speed control automatically, letting your arms and shoulders relax instead of making constant minor steering corrections for hours. Yes, the Escalade is expensive, and fuel consumption is substantial, but for families doing regular long-distance travel, or anyone who values maximum comfort and space, the Escalade delivers on its promises. Prioritize models with the luxury trim or higher for the full comfort feature complement. Highway comfort isn't about luxury for its own sake, it's about arriving at your destination without physical discomfort, without fatigue-induced safety risks, and without needing recovery time before you can enjoy your trip. The SUVs we covered today prioritize this practical comfort through thoughtful engineering, quality materials, and features that address real needs rather than checking marketing boxes. Whether you value proven reliability, cutting-edge technology, or maximum adjustability, there's an option here suited to your priorities and budget. Test thoroughly because comfort is personal, and what works perfectly for one body might not work for yours. Drive safe out there. Disclaimer: not professional medical or automotive advice. Consult qualified specialists for your specific needs.